The Storm Team Weather Lab, KMAC meteorologist Kellyanne Klass.
Well, get ready for a hot day today. Temperatures will be into the low to mid 90s across much of the region before triple-digit heat makes a return. We're talking about some areas reaching the triple digits, but many places seeing the upper 90s. But a gorgeous start to this morning as the sun has finally risen. From our Seminole Live Sky View, a few clouds across the area, otherwise mainly dry conditions. And we could verify that from our satellite and radar picture. So not really many clouds to deal with this morning and not a lot of precipitation, but keep that umbrella on hand just in case. We are tracking a few showers and thunderstorms by later on this afternoon, and we're already working with a lot of moisture early this morning, especially at the surface. Dew points right now are into the upper 50s, lower 60s, 64-degree dew point at Jayton at the moment. So it is humid outside, and we're going to keep this humidity throughout much of the daytime hours. Here's a look around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Still dew points into the 50s and 60s. What this means, usually to get at least some sort of precipitation, we need at least dew points in the mid 40s. Well, we certainly are well above that. So we're going to keep that throughout the afternoon and evening hours, which should help to squeeze out a few showers and thunderstorms by later on today as that moist air at the surface slowly mixes up into the atmosphere. So a few isolated showers today, especially off to our northwest, mainly after about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Some of these could produce a few rumbles of thunder and some heavier rainfall, but not expecting a lot of widespread severe weather activity. A few more isolated showers by this evening, drying out before the overnight hours. Tonight we could get a push for potentially a storm or even some rain showers up to our north, but not expecting severe weather tonight. It's not until about tomorrow when that severe weather potential returns, especially around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow up to our northwest, where we see a line of showers and thunderstorms move across our northern counties. Even though this model does keep it to the north most of the time, it could eventually fall down into the central South Plains. So some places could potentially see a few more showers and thunderstorms by tomorrow afternoon. Most of this should be out of the way by around Thursday evening, though a few lingering showers off to our northeast by early Friday morning. And then after that, we feature a pretty dry forecast, and then we really start to heat up. So for today, just in a general thunderstorm category, tomorrow in a marginal risk for severe weather to the north of Lubbock. This is a level 1 out of 5, and we could see a few more strong to potentially severe storms possible, but not expecting a lot of widespread severe weather activity like we had in May. So don't be surprised if you do see a little bit of some hail or some gusty winds, but for the most part, we are going to remain relatively on the non-severe side. In terms of our next 6 to 10 days, unfortunately, still going to keep those hot conditions around, above average temperatures within that time period, and a warm start this morning. Temperatures right now low to mid 60s, a few upper 60s as well. 92 degrees though as the high temperature today. Some places into the mid 90s with a southwesterly wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And if you like the summer heat, you'll like this 7-day forecast. Upper 90s, triple digits tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the way through next week, and the next 6 to 10 days as we start to dry out. So summer is here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's here to stay as well, so get ready for it.